there is DCIO, there is DPP, there is Inspector General of Police, kuko na CID Special Branch, na hakuna mtu alimuita amwambie hiyo ni mbaya. And he talked, it is in the record. Na kila mtu ukifungua utasikia Honorable Kimani Ichung'wa warns, and he talked and he gave the speech. It is in record. Na akasema tutahamia shamba ya former President Uhuru. And it happened. He should be the first suspect, kwa sababu yeye aliongea na ikafanyika, na kila mtu aliona watu walikuwa organized. We want to know, na mimi naambia serikali ya Kenya Kwanza, tunataka kujua who finance, who is the organizer, na nani alienda kanunua panga, power show, tape measures, hata mabati na misumari walienda huko. To make the matter worse, waliandika kwa Twitter the same day that shamba is on sale, it is maguta, na watu wanajua ni nani aliandika hiyo.
To other news update, Kilifi County is set to have several mobile courts in an aim of strengthening justice services and making them accessible to all citizens. The aim of the mobile court in Kilifi County is part of a strategy seeking to make the justice more flexible and accessible to all people. This is one of the resolutions in this year's Court Users Committee meeting held at Silver Plan Hotel in Kilifi Town under the stewardship of USAID through Stawisha Pwani program. Participants in the meeting, headed by Malindi resident judge Stephen Kidinji, who said that there was a need to have mobile courts, especially in rural areas, so that the administration of justice can be eased.
Here, in our capacity as head of stations in the county, in administration of justice, deliberating on some of the challenges we are experiencing in administrative justice. Some of the issues we have really discussed is about the relationship of Disco Matanga and defilement cases. Statistics will be done to find out whether there is a correlation and whether Disco Matangas are really contributing to the high cases of defilement in our courts. Yes, the other issues which also came out is the murder of elderly persons associated with claims of witchcraft. It is also an issue where the court stations have wished to take some statistics to see the number of cases we have and how we can be able to address those challenges at the grassroots. One of the issues is sensitization. We understand mostly it is from the first county where people are very poor, uneducated, illiterate, ignorant, and we need to work together with the county officials to be able to reach them and sensitize them on these issues.
On to other news updates. The government is seeking to increase agricultural production by addressing the cost of farming inputs such as fertilizers, pesticides, seeds and animal feeds, their quality and quality to access them. To further enhance national food security, the government is also revitalizing agricultural cooperations in dairy, coffee, cotton, tea and maize, among others. The Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Cooperatives and Micro, Small and Medium Enterprise Development, Mr. Simon Chelungui, says a multi-agency team has been established to assist in the distribution of subsidized fertilizers to farmers in the long rain planting season.
Our MSMEs, who are part and parcel of my ministry's mandates, have now gained knowledge, not just on farm inputs, but also on managing their small enterprises. As a government, we will ride on this initiative and keep on pushing further and learning and building lessons from this initiative. So that is exactly what has happened. We have over 500 Kenyan MSMEs in this tent who have gone through an intense training, and I want to believe tomorrow will not be the same for them. Tomorrow we will be rolling out the next phase of the Hustler Fund, targeting the MSMEs, individual businesses, a total of 1 billion shillings. Is now going to be released into the system, and we want to believe these MSMEs, when they join and on board on this platform, they will all benefit. The program is organized to support all MSMEs in various sectors from 10,000 shillings to 200,000 shillings. We were actually overall doing 55%. As we speak today, we have crossed over 65%. The growth and the response and the repayment by Kenyans is overwhelming, and I really want to thank the hustlers for being truthful to this initiative. I am projecting that by end of June, we'll have crossed 80% repayment. So I do not have the right numbers, but we are reducing, we are improving. The allocation through this budget of 2023-2024, we already used almost 12 billion shillings on the initial product, the personal loan. We are now rolling out the second product, targeting MSMEs and also individual businesses. So it is a progressive drawdown by their various targeted groups. Soon we will be also doing the startup, and our challenge has been training and lending to people who may not have knowledge on running their businesses.
Right. So we need to be creative on how we enable these value chains. Capital is a challenge for farmers, but also for small businesses. How we create spaces along with governments. First, governments can create a conducive environment and unlock potential funding, and we can play our part by supporting these initiatives, educating, training, development and knowledge transfer. Together with good products and digital services, we can enable a conducive value chain that ultimately de-risks the capital investment that's required to do these initiatives.
We are preparing the way and the foundation for rural economic transformation. Our government is serious in creating jobs at the last mile. So what you see here today is that the 500 stockists that are graduating today are agents of change. What they have learned, they will put in practice to be able to touch millions of farmers, not only to improve their productivity, which, as we have all heard, we need to get food secure. So that's the first foundation. Secondly, the skills they have learned, they will grow their businesses. So they will create employment opportunities within their own ecosystem as MSMEs, and prepare the way for even them to tap into the Hustler Fund. So because having skills and managing business requires those skills. So I think it is a very ripe moment for them to tap into opportunities that are coming their way, be it from other financing institutions, be it from the government, be it from the donors.
To our final news update, we have plans to construct aggregation and industrial parks across all the 47 counties at a cost of 500 million shillings each are at an advanced stage, with the first phase expected to commence in July. Trade and Industrialization Cabinet Secretary Moses Kuria said the national government will put in half of the amount, with the devolved units expected to cater for the other half. He said construction will be done in 2 phases, with the first phase being done on the first come, first serve basis, where counties that will have their allocations in place on time will be given the priority. The Cabinet Secretary said the development is aimed at boosting the agriculture production by adding value to farm produce before they sell locally and internationally, and that will also assist in curbing post-harvest losses for perishable products.
As in all counties, to build what we are calling the county aggregation and industrial park. Na hiyo maneno tunaanza hii July. We are now going through the models and the designs with the president. Hata jana tulishinda na chair of council of governors, Madam Wanu, with the president tukireview maneno yote. We are going to do in 2 phases. So mwaka ya kwanza tunachukua 25 counties. Na mwaka ya pili 24 the other counties. So sisi kama serikali tunatoa 250 million shillings in every county ya kujenga hiyo industrial park. Now governor wanaongeza the same amount, 250 million. So kuna watu wataachwa nyuma of the first phase. Governor, if you don't have 250 million, utakojea ile mwaka nyingine. We are going to do 2 things from that park. 1, all the products that are being produced in Embu County, we are going to do aggregation from there. Kama ni avocado, tunaleta hapo, tunafanya sorting, tunafanya cleaning, tunafanya grading, na watu wale ambao wanafanya export, we are going to export right from there, from the Embu County aggregation and industrial park.
As a country, we must be very deliberate to compete with other countries in the region. As I happen to be the chairman of the Great Lakes region, 12 countries of ICGLR, I have seen competition, and we must be very deliberate. Your Excellency, support us on regulatory frameworks, policies that will support the business environment, policies that will support the tax regime, not to be harsh to these business people here. We want you, Your Excellency Governor, to be very deliberate to make sure that you bring a meaningful business for us all, so that we can be able to enhance and scale our businesses. Financiers who are here, they're ready to give us money. But it takes very few ideas for you to get to that level where that financier will be able to listen to you. And you don't have to have collaboration.
That is all we had for today. But we have to join us next after the break in the world of sports. In the sports news, Harambee Scarlets planned friendly matches against Albania in Tirana on April 11th has been cancelled, according to the Football Kenya Federation. The FKF cited logistical challenges for their decisions after consultations with the ministry and the Albanian Football Federation. Newly appointed Scarlets coach Godfrey Odor had assembled a 33-member provisional squad to the camp. On to other news, we have Chelsea.
Science Prime, brought to you by KCB Bank.
You know how money works and how you would want it to work for you without compromising on your principles. The KCB Sahel Bank is built on values that you believe in, where trust is your biggest asset. Investing in accountability and transparency is key to your growth. We understand that you want your investments to go further and do more, because your values come first. Join us today at your nearest KCB branch. KCB Sahel Bank, banking on your values. You know how money works and how you would want it to work for you without compromising on your principles. The KCB Sahel Bank is built on values that you believe in, where trust is your biggest asset. Investing in accountability and transparency is key to your growth. We understand that you want your investments to go further and do more, because your values come first. Join us today at your nearest KCB branch. KCB Sahel Bank, banking on your values.
As a professional or a corporate entity, download the app from the Google Play Store or App Store and proceed to register as a corporate entity from the drop-down menu. Edit your profile and add your phone number onto the profile. You can then load money into your wallet using an M-Pesa push notification or via Visa debit card details. You are now ready for professional interpretation services. Download the app from the Google Play Store or App Store today.
We are glad you're watching Science TV.
At Science TV, we value your feedback. If you have any questions, concerns, compliments, or feedback, write to us on P.O. Box 29500 00100 Nairobi, or email us on info@sciencemediake.com, or you can use our WhatsApp number 0111 980 384, or send an SMS to 0111 980 384, or you can drop your letter at our physical office at Ishara House, Ridgeways Lane, off Garden Estate Road, Ridgeways. Science TV, championing disability inclusion.
My name is Luke Kizito Ojiambo Muleka. I am the founder and managing director of Science Media Kenya Limited. Science Media has two products. One is a sign language television station, Science TV, and a sign language interpreter's mobile application, Assistol. For the first time, deaf people have choice. For the first time, deaf people are going to experience real inclusion, because now, being this marginal, the minority population in the major population, it was easy for them to be left out in the society. But now with Assistol, you find that now a deaf person has a choice to when they can go to a meeting, when they can go for that job interview. A deaf person now has a choice on when to go to hospital, simply because they can access these interpretation services now on their fingertips. We are going to see a lot of inclusion of deaf people in the community, in the society, simply because of the ability for them now to communicate seamlessly using this mobile application.
Science Prime, brought to you by KCB Bank.
You know how money works and how you would want it to work for you without compromising on your principles. The KCB Sahel Bank is built on values that you believe in, where trust is your biggest asset. Investing in accountability and transparency is key to your growth. We understand that you want your investments to go further and do more, because your values come first. Join us today at your nearest KCB branch. KCB Sahel Bank, banking on your values.
Welcome to the world of sports, and we're going to inform you the news which are happening in the sports world. Harambee Scarlets planned friendly match against Albania in